Hey FG fam, let me talk to you. Yeah, JC here today from Fitness Gamers, and today I present to you all WWE 2K15 in 2025. Over 10 years ago, WWE 2K15 dropped as the first WWE game on next-gen consoles, and today we are gonna run it back. This game kicked off the start of the showcase era that we all know today. This also gave us a taste of MyCareer and had some of the cleanest menus in WWE history. But my question is, was the game actually good, or are we being blinded by nostalgia? Well, I think it's what the first take is. The game was actually good. I'm going to break down today the gameplay. We're going to break down the roster, the showcase mode, the arenas, and we're going to have a quick look at how MyCareer started off. So we're going to go back in time, jump back to 2015, and go for a ride. We're going to witness the summer of Punk in showcase mode. We're going to witness the HBK versus Triple H rivalry that started back in 2002 SummerSlam, leading up to Armageddon, eventually Bad Blood, Royal Rumbles, Monday Night Raws, etc. It's going to be a great time, and I hope you all enjoy. This is also, not to mention, one of the best graphically inclined WWE games of all time. 2K15 was historic and the start of a new era. So I hope you all enjoy. And now, as I always say in my videos, say it with me, say it loud, and say it fast. The 3 words and please doesn't count. So please, cue the static. So we're going to kick things off with the showcase mode, as WWE 2K15 brought us 2 showcase modes, one in being called the Hustle, Loyalty, Disrespect showcase mode that consisted of John Cena's rivalry with CM Punk, thus including the excellent and legendary Summer of Punk. And this showcase mode is followed by the Best Friends Bitter Enemy showcase mode that revolves around Shawn Michaels and Triple H's rivalry in the early 2000s. These showcase modes are absolute cinema. They are filled with cinematic cutscenes followed by real life footage revolving around both showcase modes. You get to relive the rivalries to the absolute depths, the perfection of these rivalries. It's great storytelling, it's excellent fun, and great matches to play for. The Hustle, Loyalty, Disrespect showcase mode is consisted of 19 matches, and the Best Friend Bitter Enemy showcase mode is consisted of 14 matches. But they are not just regular matches, they are matches that we all remember from watching during that time. It is a nostalgic trip that you will take when you play this, and playing this in 2025 is quite a treat. I will say 2K15 was ahead of its time, meaning that if you play this in 2K25 or 2025, whatever you want to call the year, it still fits. This game still plays to this day. If they release this game today, you will think that it belongs in today's era. The graphics are a thing of beauties. The showcase modes are things of beauties. The cinematic cutscenes are things of beauties. Everything is perfect. This game, in my opinion, humbly deserves easily a 9 out of 10 or even 10 out of 10, being because it started the showcase mode era, right? We didn't know what to expect. We were looking back in time. Showcase mode, I don't want a showcase mode. I want a career mode. I want, I want something to, I want my GM. No. They changed the game. They were like, okay, we're going to scrap my GM. We're going to have a career mode, but not have it as interactive as before. So they got to take something away to give us something else. But they focus so much on the showcase mode, which I could say in 2K25, they've lacklustered, right? 2K22, 23, showcase modes were great, but nothing comes to compare to 2K15. This was game changing. And like I said earlier in the video, it set the tone, it set the bar for a new era in WWE games. I mean, one could say it's one of the greatest showcase modes of all time, but I counter that because I do enjoy the Stone Cold Steve Austin one. And one could also say the game was perfect for when it came out, and I will not disagree with that. So that's what I have for you all in terms of the showcase mode. If you want to enjoy a nostalgic trip, 2K15 fits for you. I will go and break down matches match by match later on in a future video, talking about every match presented to us in this showcase mode, but because of time constraints, I cannot do that today. But it is filled with matches that we all remember. We could go back in time and we're gonna be like, oh, I remember that moment. CM Punk versus John Cena 2011 Money in the Bank. 2002 Armageddon Triple H versus Shawn Michaels 3 Stages of Hell's match. The day that Rey Mysterio held the WWE title for like under 40 minutes or whatever it was. Yes, it's all there. The showcase mode It fits the needs of a wrestling fan. It fits the needs for that WWE desire we all hunger for. It fits the needs for satisfaction in playing a WWE game. So that's what I have for you all in terms of the showcase mode. I hope that was enjoyable. And now for the fun part for me, we're going to go over regular gameplay and match types. So without further ado, let's go. And now we're moving on to the gameplay. As WWE 2K15 wasn't just a showcase mode. It had excellent entrances, perfect movesets, and tons of OMG moments you could recreate. 2K15, when it came to gameplay, if you compare it to 2K25, I might even say it's smoother. It's not glitchy whatsoever. The glitch era of WWE 2K games came in the late 2K10s, you know, like 2K18, 19, 20, even 22, 23. They weren't as perfect. There were no combos in 2K15. It was just smash and play, punch, grapple, Irish whip, finisher, boom. They kept it simple. When it came to reversals, it was one button only. Reversals weren't as complicated as now, as many think it is complicated now. No. If you wanted to punch, you hit square. If you wanted to do a grapple, you hit X, and then up, down, left, right, square, circle, something is going to do something. Circle is going to Irish whip. R2 is going to give you reversals. And right now I'm speaking in terms of the controllers for the PlayStation. Nonetheless, the gameplay was easy. The gameplay was fun, and anybody could pick up the controller and play. It's not as like today's games. Today's games are a big simulation type. This still had the arcade aspect to it. Comeback maneuvers were present, but those were started off in early WWE games. Nonetheless, when it came to playing this game, it was easy, it was fun, you could play for hours, and you wouldn't even know. I played this game for hours the past week. I played this game almost every day this past week for at least 2 to 3 hours a day because I was losing track of time. I wanted to be like, oh, this game had this person. Oh, we have the early version of Cody Rhodes. Oh, we have Bray Wyatt when he first started off. It was just non-stop action. TNA, huh? Hence, wink, wink, wink. It was beautiful. I wish we had a little more. I don't want to talk about the flaws because that's what I'm not here to do. If there are flaws, I guess, if any, I wish the camera angle could switch to have the ramp facing one like they have today. That's nothing new. That actually started when you go back to the old WWE games, the N64 WWE, even WCW games, right? The ramp facing camera angle is nothing too new. It's nothing like high technology type. I think they could have included it in today's in this game 2K15, but when it came to everything else, it was beautiful. You could play this over and over and over. When it comes to graphics, it's up there with the recent games. I don't think there is a flaw when it came to the graphics. In fact, I think they did such a good job in making it so realistic. That's why there isn't as much freedom. Now, in today's game, the graphics are perfection and there's more freedom, but there's some glitches. So I guess with everything comes their cons. If you want freedom, there are going to be some glitches, not going to be perfection. Nonetheless, enjoyable. The gameplay, absolute 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. I'm not going to give it a 10 out of 10, but the showcase mode does get a 10 out of 10. I don't know if I stated that earlier, but gameplay was perfect. Perfect for its time, ahead of its time. You could still play this today and enjoy it, and it'll still feel brand new. So, now that we covered the gameplay aspect, I'm going to go over the roster. I'm going to go over the overalls. We're going to go over the arenas in the game, the match types, followed by the showcase mode as a little bonus. And then we'll do our outro, say our goodbyes and our good nights. So, let's go ahead. You know what I'm about to say. Let's go ahead and cue the static. So now, last but not least, we're going to go over the roster, the arenas, the showcase mode matches, the soundtrack, and career mode. So the roster, we're going to go from ABC order, and then I'm going to show you all the DLCs and the NXT unlockables that you do get in this game. I had the DLCs on PS4, but for some reason, it did not transfer over to the PS5. It did keep some save data, but it is what it is. So now, who do we have first? At an overall 91, Alberto Del Rio. Alberto Del Rio from 2011 at an overall 90. Bad News Bearer 88. Batista 90. 2003 Batista 90. He wasn't that powerful in 03, by the way. Big E 87. Big Show 87. Booker T 89. Bray Wyatt 90. Brock Lesnar 94. Cesaro 93. Really high on him in these past WWE games in this era. Chris Jericho 90. Chris Jericho 02, 94 respectively. CM Punk 11 to 12, 93 should be higher. CM Punk 12 to 13, 92. Cody Rhodes 89. Curtis Axel 87. Damian Sandow 87. They were very generous here. Daniel Bryan 94. Daniel Bryan 2012 88. Darren Young 84. Dean Ambrose 91. Dolph Ziggler 85. Eric Rowan 88. Fandango 85. They really did Ziggler dirty here. Goldust 86. Jack Swagger 89. Jey Uso 87. Jimmy Uso 87. John Cena, John Cena 96. Justin Gabriel 82. Kane 90. Kane 02 90. Kevin Nash 90. I don't know how that's even possible. Kofi Kingston 85, right before he joined the New Day with Big E and Xavier Woods. Luke Harper 90. Mark Henry 85. The Miz 84. That's relatively low. Randy Orton 92. Randy Orton 04, 84. Should have been higher. Rey Mysterio 89. Ric Flair 91. Rob Van Dam 88. Should have been a 90. The Rock 91. Roman Reigns 92. R-Truth 83. Ryback 87. Santino Marella 81. Seth Rollins 93. Shawn Michaels 95. Sheamus 93. Stone Cold Steve Austin 92. We have Titus O'Neil at 85. Triple H 93. Tyson Kidd 82. Ultimate Warrior 89. Undertaker 94. And Xavier Woods, from what I believe is this is the lowest overall for the male superstars, 80. The Divas, we have AJ Lee at 83. Brie Bella 80. Cameron 78. Naomi 80. Natalia 82. Nikki Bella 80. Summer Rae 78. Tamina Snuka 82. And this tells us that we came a long way from the Divas division to where we are today. Only, is that 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 playable Divas. Wow. Arena selection. They don't have the pictures, unfortunately, but I will do a video breaking it down for you all. We have the Raw Arena. SmackDown. This is supposed to be NXT Arena, which it should be unlocked. I defeated all NXT superstars in career mode, as you'll see later. The Superstars Arena. Payback. Battleground. Money in the Bank. SummerSlam. Night of Champions, Hell in a Cell, Survivor Series, WWE TLC, Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania 30, Extreme Rules, Main Event, and now we have the throwback arenas, the unlockables, Raw 2002, SummerSlam 2002, Survivor Series 2002, Armageddon 02, Backlash 03, Bad Blood 03, Armageddon 03, Royal Rumble 04, Bad Blood 04. Raw 11, Money in the Bank 11, SummerSlam 11, Night of Champions 11, Hell in a Cell 11, Survivor Series 11, SummerSlam 12, Night of Champions 12, Hell in a Cell 12, Survivor Series 12, Royal Rumble 13, and lastly, Elimination Chamber 13. There are some DLC arenas because there are extra showcase modes they added, and I'll mention that briefly now. When we come to the other superstars that we have, well, we have DLCs. We have Adam Rose, Alberto Del Rio in the one more match showcase mode that revolves around Christian's rivalry with Randy Orton. Andre the Giant, Bam Bam Bigelow, Big Show 2011, Bobby Heenan, Christian, Colin Mustafa, Daniel Bryan 2011, Diamond Dallas Page, Edge, Emma, Fit Finley, part of the WCW pack, I believe, General Adnan, Hulk, Hollywood Hogan, Honky Tonk Man, Hulk Hogan. Those are part of the Hulk Hogan DLC in the Hulk Hogan edition. Hulk Hogan, I think it's the Ultimate Warrior showcase mode. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, JBL, Jey Uso 2013, Jimmy Hart, Jimmy Uso 2013, Kane 2011, Connor, Lex Luger, Lord Steven Regal, Mark Henry 2011, Mark Henry, Hall of Pain, sorry. Page, Paul Bearer, Randy Orton 11, Randy Orton, Hall of Pain, Randy Savage, Rick Rude, Ryback 2013, Sensational Sherry, Sergeant Slaughter, Sheamus 2011, Sheamus in the Hall of Pain, Sting 91, Sting 99. Sting was you were able to get this thing if you pre-ordered the game. So that's that. Now let's move on real quick to the soundtrack. When it came to the soundtrack, it wasn't that many songs, but every song absolutely smacked. We have Avenged Sevenfold and This Means War. We have Workin' by Big Smo, Wild Ones by Flow Rider, Bonfire, Knife Party, classic there. Come On Over by Royal Blood, Ghost Mystery Skulls, Ready by B.O.B. featuring Future, Heart of a Warrior, Dizzy Rascal, that song is amazing. This Is How We Roll featuring Luke Bryan by Florida Georgia Line, Zero Visibility and Rise Against, Free and Rudimental, and We Dem Boys by Wiz Khalifa. And actually, I could have sworn there was one more, but I could be wrong. Okay, I was wrong. Now, I thought they had some John Cena songs, but I don't know if they took it out or not. Anyways, now we move on to the match types. You have one-on-one, triple threats, 4-mans, 6-man, Royal Rumble, tournaments, and title matches. So one-on-one, you have a normal, Extreme Rules, Falls Count Anywhere, Iron Man, Last Man Standing, No Holds Barred, Steel Cage, Submission, Hell in a Cell, Table, and TLC. They got lazy. They did not include a ladder match because the TLC match is a ladder match, but there is no ladder match by itself. Triple threats, you have normal, Extreme Rules, and Hell in a Cell. The 4-mans, you have tag team, Fatal 4-way, Elimination Tag, Fatal 4-way, Extreme Rules. The 6-mans, you have a tag team, which is 3-on-3, is not 2-2-2. You have a ladder match, which is the Money in the Bank match. You have a Battle Royal. You have Elimination Tag, which is 3-on-3 as well. You have Hell in a Cell, which is technically their version of Survivor Series. It's not really 3-on-3 though. Hell in a Cell and the Elimination Chamber match that you can do a normal and a Tornado Tag. I believe a Tornado Tag is 3-on-3 as well. I could be wrong, but I could be right. And now we go to Royal Rumble. It's standard 30-man. Tournaments, you have Gold Rush, King of the Ring, the Tag Team Tournament. The title matches, you could literally go on any title match. You can even do double title matches there, but these are all the titles you could do. Some are unlocked. Pretty sure it's the NXT ones. ECW tag titles, ECW, WCW tag titles, World Tag Team titles. I mean, it has all the titles from recent date. Nothing too crazy. I mean, the newer game obviously has more, but yes, title match options are there. And yeah, that's about it. And now we move on to the showcase mode. Let's do MyCareer real quick. Let me go over the MyCareer stuff. MyCareer, I pretty much played until 2025 according to this. As you see here, my VC earned over $1 million, which you can't do nothing with it. Social media followers, the brand I'm on, I believe it's at the date there. My career was pretty basic when it came to this. Honestly, it was nothing crazy. Timelines here of stuff that happens. I mean, it wasn't super enjoyable. I would say it's very repetitive, but it did give a kickstart to the WWE MyCareer stuff. I mean, pretty cool to have the headlines here, but besides that, pretty basic stuff. I made it all the way to 2030 somehow. I forgot how, but yeah, we're gonna scrap that because it's not that good. My career was kind of basic here. And now I'll go over the showcase mode, which is 19 matches in the Hustle Loyalty Disrespect showcase mode and 14 in the Best Friend Bitter Enemies one. We have CM Punk versus John Cena in their classic Money in the Bank pay-per-view match for the title. We have John Cena versus Rey Mysterio in Monday Night Raw. It has the date here, the date and where the match took place, which is really cool. Punk versus Cena Raw in 2011. Punk versus Alberto Del Rio for the title and Night of Champions. It says it here, number 1 contender match. It literally says what everything is, the match types. Triple H versus CM Punk, Night of Champions 2011. Alberto Del Rio versus Cena versus CM Punk in a Hell in a Cell in New Orleans, Louisiana. Triple threat in a Hell in a Cell match. CM Punk versus Alberto Del Rio in 2011. Survivor Series is the same one that John Cena teamed up with The Rock to face The Miz and R-Truth. I mean, it's a lot of great historic matches. I wish they would have had more, like Punk versus Chris Jericho in WrestleMania, even Cena versus The Rock, because that's still a part of this timeline. Ryback versus CM Punk, Hell in a Cell in Atlanta, Georgia in 2012. Cena versus Punk in Monday Night Raw. It was just a non-title match. CM Punk versus John Cena versus Ryback triple threat for the WWE title in Survivor Series 2012. This is when Ryback was really getting that meteoric, or however you want to say it, push to the moon. Punk versus The Rock in Royal Rumble for the WWE title. Punk versus The Rock in Elimination Chamber for the WWE title. This is where I believe he dropped it here. Cena versus Punk, #1's contender match before to go into WrestleMania. So yes, that's what ends it there. The best friend, bitter enemies. We have Shawn Michaels versus Triple H in their classic non-sanctioned match in SummerSlam 2002 in Uniondale, New York. Absolute classic. Kane versus Triple H in a casket match, Raw 2002. Kane and Booker T versus Triple H and Chris Jericho tag team match, November 4th, leading on to the classic, the first ever Elimination Chamber match, which they have it here. One of my favorite showcase mode matches of all time. They did not have HBK in those brown trunks when you play a showcase mode. Hideous, probably the worst attire of all time in such a historic, iconic moment. You have Shawn Michaels versus RVD for the heavyweight championship on Raw. I don't know why does it say unlocked, because I have unlocked it. Triple H versus RVD, special referee, which is Shawn Michaels here. Triple H versus Shawn Michaels in their classic 3 stages of hell match for the World Heavyweight Championship in Sunrise, Florida, and Armageddon 2002. And we have a classic Backlash tag match they did, their Bad Blood Ric Flair versus Shawn Michaels match in 03. Michaels and Batista in 03. Michaels and Triple H in Monday Night Raw of 03 for the Heavyweight Championship, which I believe ended in a draw. Then they move on to the Royal Rumble, the last man standing match. I think it was double count out. Double like draw too. I could be wrong. Michaels versus Randy Orton Monday Night Raw 2004. Damn, was he bleeding on Raw? Yes, he was. You have HBK versus Triple H to end the culmination of this rivalry in a Hell in a Cell match in Bad Blood 2004. So that's what I have for you all here. And I guess I'll do my outros shortly. And now I will be doing my outro as usual. So, without further ado, thank you. Please leave a like, comment, and sub for the new viewers. I hope you all enjoyed. For the ones that came back, thank you so much for your support. God bless you all. Love you all. Wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for you guys in terms of the YouTube game. Remember that God is good, God is real, and miracles do happen. I am living proof of those miracles. Remember Hulk Hogan's saying of say your prayers and eat your vitamins, brothers and sisters, and John Cena's mantra of never give up, and great successes will absolutely come your way. It's the key to success there, baby. And as Dusty Rhodes once said, if get a dream, hold on to it, shoot for the thought, baby. Thank you all so much, though. I really do hope this was enjoyable. I hope you all come back for more. And, well, nonetheless, tons of content on the way. I plan on covering 2K16 soon. I do want to have an in-depth breakdown of the arenas in this game. So like I'll probably do more. Just comment down what you would like to see. And if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, and sub. I'd greatly appreciate that. So thank you all so much for tuning in from my part of the world. As I always say, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Vietnam. I'm JC from Fittest Gamers, baby. And, well, I'm officially logging out. So please, if you may, say it with me. Cue the static. I said cue the static, and I made a big mistake. Remember to brush your teeth, wash your hands, clean your ass. God bless you all. All right, say it now with me again. The famous 3 words. Please does not count. Please cue the static.